Hi, I'm Chef Ed, your homegrown chef, and today we are at Float off of 410 in Fredericksburg. We're here with my good friend, Glen Andrews, glass artist, who's been helping us out by making these beautiful blown glass plates for our underground dinners. Now today's episode is going to be a little different. We are going to be going into a float tank. Glen, tell us just a little bit about the float tank.
For myself, I've found that inspiration that I've been kind of stymied on, I can see through those moments or visualize things better. So going in kind of opens me up in a way that it happens instead of me trying to force it. And a lot of times I find much more nuanced inspiration that way.
Good. I'm very excited about this. We're going to be going into this float tank. We're going to be taking inspiration. Glen for another plate, myself for some food, and then we're going to get together and put it together and see what we came out with. So let's get ready and let's go float. All right. All right, guys, I'm kind of full of anxiety. We'll see what this does. Time to get in the pod and get inspired.
My name is Jeremy Jacob. I'm the co-owner of Float with my wife Courtney. We're a flotation therapy, or sometimes referred to as sensory deprivation tank center and spa here in San Antonio. We also do infrared sauna, massage therapy, and soon we might be offering some other services, so we'll see what's coming in the future. So floating is this really amazing practice where you practice it in a float tank or a float pod. And in a float tank, we've got about 10 inches of water, and the water is super saturated with Epsom salt. So it takes literally 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt to get the density up, greater than the Dead Sea, so you're able to float without any effort. So it's really amazing because you feel completely weightless in there. It also takes off pressure points, so you're able to float effortlessly and just completely relax your body, relax every muscle in your body, and you're fully supported with the solution. We also heat the solution and the air to the same temperature as your skin. So one of the really cool things that happens is when you're in there after a little while, you actually quit sensing the water, the air. So you can't really tell where the water ends and your skin begins. So visual, audible, tactile stimulation is taken away, which allows you to go into a very deep, relaxed state. You can't really achieve that anywhere else on Earth. So when I was contacted by a homegrown chef, I was kind of curious about the connection there, but then I remembered Anthony Bourdain was actually an avid floater. He loved coming out of a float tank and going and eating a great meal because all of your senses are kind of attuned or more acute after floating. So there's definitely that connection, but then there's also the creativity aspect. Artists, musicians, culinary artists love floating because you're able to go into this place of pure relaxation in there, but there's also a deeper aspect where they've measured that you can go into a theta brainwave pattern in the float tank, and theta is usually this place or this type of mindset where it's between awake and asleep. Usually this is your REM sleep, and one of the unique things that happens when you're in that place is ideas can kind of come to you organically. You know, it's kind of like when you're falling asleep and you've been thinking about something and then ideas just kind of pop into your head. I'm really curious to see what happens with Chef Ed after his float. Outside of the creativity aspect, floating can be great for anyone. There's a lot of benefits for just managing stress and anxiety, chronic pain, inflammation, a lot of different things. So I encourage people to just check it out. You can go to our website to learn more, and just give it a shot. It's pretty amazing.
We just got done with our float. For me, the experiences, and I have to say experiences because there was quite a few of them that happened in there, were enlightening. You know, I really don't know what this is gonna bring to the table when it comes to the food, but I'm gonna definitely sit there and marinate on this, and we're gonna get something rather interesting out of it. Glen, how was it for you?
For me, I saw a bunch of interesting stuff. I had visualizations of things that I thought would be amazing, but that physics won't allow to happen. And then that brought me to some other inspirations that hopefully if I can pull off might be really interesting. So I've got ideas, but I don't know how realistic they are, so I'm kind of excited to try them out.
Yeah, I think that's where I was trying to go with the same thing. I saw a lot of things, I felt a lot of things, but I don't know where they're going to lead to or what's going to come out of it.
Or where it's going to land.
Right. Well, this was a beautiful experience. We've got the second segment coming up where we'll be at Hot Caliente Glass Studio cooking up and putting this inspiration to work. Hey everyone, Chef Ed here, your homegrown chef. Day 2 over at Caliente Hot Glass Studio over on the east side, where we're going to be doing something a little more interesting than just plating on glass. So let's get inside there and see what we're going to do. Well, here we are inside the Caliente Hot Glass Studio with Ruth. Ruth, tell us about Caliente Hot Glass Studio.
Well, I'd be happy to. We are a professional glass blowing studio here in the heart of San Antonio. We make gifts that are ready to purchase that are all one of a kind. It's all original art. We also do custom installations like lighting and sculpture, as well as classes for the community who have never touched glass before and might be interested in doing so.
I want to know about our float. What did it do for you?
When I was in the tank, I was seeing a lot of what I would call ethereal motion, like a lot of wispy kind of colors moving around. I was thinking about what you were thinking about doing and how we pair together, and so I was going to put some gold rubies and some darker reds mixed in with some opaque yellows, like a sunflower yellow, and then make some motion in that so it makes a more dynamic backdrop for the dish that you're going to create.
Very nice, very nice. I guess with my mind shutting down, or whatever it did, I got to see big bright reds, big bright yellows I hadn't seen in so long, big beautiful greens I hadn't seen in so long.
That's awesome.
And then floating reminded me of the ocean, so the first thing I thought of was tuna. And the most exciting part about today is today we get to cook on molten glass.
Yeah, that ought to be an interesting adventure.
This is something I've never done before, so I'm excited about it. So we're going to be taking our tuna, of course we're going to give it a nice little crust, and we're going to drop it on that molten glass, and hopefully we'll sear it up nice, or it'll blow out.
One of the two.
One of the two is going to happen.
It starts at 2,000 degrees. So
I don't know if anyone's ever cooked at 2,000 degrees, but we're going to do that
It's
today.
like cooking on the sun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. All right, let's go do this.
Let's do it.
I'ma make it harder. I'ma make it harder.
This is the one place that's hotter than any kitchen I've ever been.
I'ma make it harder. I'ma make it harder. Oh na na na. 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 I'ma make it harder. I'ma make it harder. I'ma make it harder. I'ma make it harder. Oh na na na. Oh na na na.
What other chef gets to see their plate made for them?
Yeah, and this will be the only plate like this in the world.
Oh na na na. Oh na na na.
Glen. He's getting ready to heat up the table. He's getting ready to heat up our table. He's gonna drop some molten glass and we're gonna sear up some tuna on the molten glass. Now, Glenn, how much time do I have?
Got about maybe 75 seconds. Yes.
75 seconds. We got 75 seconds to get a sear on this tuna. We're gonna let the glow drop just a little bit right now. How hot is this right now, Glenn?
1900 degrees.
Right now we're at 1900 degrees. I'm thinking this tuna is gonna disintegrate. Ready? Hey, that's not bad.
Wow.
That's not bad at all. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's actually pretty sexy. That's coming out rather nice. You can see the glow stopping, so she's cooling off, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good, but right now, what do you think she's still at?
I would say that's probably about a good 1400, 1500.
Woo! Quick sears, quick sears. This is amazing. Now, I've never had the opportunity to do something like this, so you know I'm excited. I can feel the heat still killing my hands. That's amazing.
Still over 1,000.
That is beautiful. And that's done. Maybe a little more, right? A little more. Yeah, I would definitely say for seared ahi tuna, that's ready. Beautiful crust on the outside, nice little char going in, does not feel overcooked or anything like that. That's beautiful. All right, Glenn, well, here we have it. Our beautiful tuna that was seared on molten glass.
That's awesome.
On a nice garlic and lemon mango puree. We got fresh crushed raspberries over the top, some orange supremes, fresh mint and radish with just a little pepita for crunch.
Beautiful.
Now, I want to try it, but I forgot my forks.
I got it.
Here we go.
So if you don't mind.
Not at all. Give it.
That's amazing, man.
Okay.
I count on you to show me things I haven't ever experienced in the world in terms of flavor.
You're not a fish eater.
I don't like fish. Well, I didn't like fish. This is amazing. I'm not really a fish person by and large, but this is fantastic. It's always like an adventure of flavors when I'm around you.
Good. I gotta try it myself.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. We really should. And the mango, like, does the whole thing with the flavors and layers.
The goodness.
It balances it out.
The char from the glass, from that molten glass, came out really, really nice. It's really tastes a lot cleaner than when you do it in a cast iron.
Really?
You really get, yeah. Well, I mean, speaking from experience, I've done them in cast irons, I've done them on non-sticks, I've done them on flat tops and whatnot. But you always have to lay down a super layer of fat so that you get a good hard sear. But I think because we were at such a hot temperature that it seared so well by itself, I get a super clean taste. Like, this is different for me. That's really nice. We should do like a whole event around this.
That would be fantastic.
That would be
I'm
amazing.
totally ready for that.
Molten glass event.
Well, I have to say kudos, man. Well done.
Absolutely. Thank
That
you
is
so very much,
brilliant.
Glenn. We appreciate the opportunity to come out here. I appreciate the opportunity you gave me to come out and try this.
Yeah, it was
Thank you so
awesome
very
for me as well.
The
Always
dish didn't
awesome
come out.
having
The
friends.
dish didn't come out too bad.
Ah, too bad. It's beautiful and amazing. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do this some more, even if it's not like.
Even if we just do it for fun.
I was gonna say, even if it's not in the public eye, we're gonna do this again.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Glenn.
Absolutely,
I
man.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you so very
Good
much.
times. So super cool that you came out, man. Like, I appreciate you coming out and experimenting with this. And
No, God, this was an experience all by itself, man. I have never done anything like this. This was great. This was amazing.
And I've seen experiments. All those experiments always failed. Somebody's trying to do like a 2-inch steak. You
Right,
know?
I've seen those things. That's why I was like, we have to do tuna. We have to. Besides, the floating and the feeling of the ocean, the tuna, the fatty fish, I knew I wouldn't need a lot of oil. I knew it would be a quick sear. I knew it would be something that we could do quickly on a lot of heat, and it still come out really nice. That's why I went with that.
And then it worked.
It worked out fabulous.
That was
Fabulous.
super cool. And all the extra fire, always a bonus.
Oh God, yes, I love all the heat. I'm so used to it, so I love all the heat that's going on. Caliente Hot Glass Studio over on the east side. Come out, see Ruth, buy some of their work. Beautiful, beautiful work that's going on in there. Say hi to Glen, and come back for the next episode, guys.
Thanks again.